Hey everybody, it's Mike from Me Futures. I called it Me Futures, but I don't know, whatever. But wanted to do a recap. So I know the last video I basically divulged that I blew up my PA account rather quickly because I traded outside of my normal two strategies that I have. So I wanted to get into my other strategy that I have, something that's a little bit more fun and realistic for me. Something that's a little bit more eye opening in regards to what the market's doing, and it's order flow trading. I went ahead and touched base on it last time that we did a video. Want to touch base on it again because I'll do a recap of today, and kind of go over the trades that we had. It was the reason why also is because it's kind of funny. I follow quite a few traders on YouTube, and it seemed to me like they said that they were having trouble following the market today. Now, granted, there was some news that came out earlier, but with order flow, you could kind of see how buyers and sellers are reacting, and essentially, yeah, you kind of want to stay away from news because it does get volatile very, very quickly with order flow. Things can spike and go nuts very, very fast. But just to give you guys an idea, so I started order flow again, basically, like I said, on MLK Day. And this is just an overview of basically what we got going on since then. Um, so the cool part is, so far since MLK Day, I've taken a grand total of 10 trades, in which all 10 were profitable. So within those 3 days, 1,500 bucks. So kind of nice on that end. Um, with the most recent being today's the 18th. Generates. So today, this morning, we ended up doing 3 trades total, giving us $525 profit. All 3 were successful. I actually could have let a few of them run a little bit more, but I did take my normal 2 to 3. I think there was one that I kind of let go a little bit more, which was nice. Kind of gave myself a little breather room, but it is what it is at that point. But let's get into it. Yeah. So this is what an order flow chart looks like. I also did have just a kind of an overview chart as well. So I basically traded on the 15 range. And so that's what my order flow is. And then I have, like I said, another chart that is also a 15 range chart. Now I had some key levels. So this is about 8:30 in the morning. Today I did have to go ahead and take my daughter to school. So I missed market open. I didn't get home until about 8:30, maybe a little bit beforehand. So this is where my trading initially started. So in the beginning, there was a lot of kind of chop, right? Like I had some key levels where I was thinking, hey, this would be great if it got to a certain area. I initially thought we were going to be hitting on the ES 4050 today. Just because of the way that it was ramping up. There was some news that came out and it just shot through the roof. So I was thinking, you know what, this is what's going to happen. But if you notice, there's some good key levels right in that 4030 to 4035 range that kept getting hit, kept getting rejected. And so through those specific rejections is where I started to look, hey, if we kind of come out of this, I kind of drew a very good area to see. I mean, as you can see, prior price movement really rejected off of this area quite heavily, and even beforehand, it was resistance. Obviously, turned to support. So I knew from prior days of trading that this was going to be something that I'd look at going down to. Now, that was roughly at 8:30. Let's see, and I do have it live as well, but the live I didn't have any sound on. My sound wasn't working right, so it was literally just a mute of everything. So I figured, you know what, I'll just do a recap and call it a day that way for you guys. The movement was pretty good today overall. The blue lines that I drew are also some of the other trades that I wanted to take, but I kind of held off taking for whatever reason. So this is the first trade that I took, and essentially as it was coming down underneath. This is the one pivotal area that I was looking for. So there was a lot right at around 420 area, 4020. There was some really, really good support level. And I want it to break. I was hoping that it would break it. So it took a little bit, kind of bounced off of it. It did the same thing back here as well, right off the 422, kind of right in this area. So I was like, you know what? Let's just wait. Let's get some good sellers in on this. And lo and behold, as you can see, Delta down here was really increasing. It was ramping up there. We had some really good initial push down, and I just wanted to wait a little bit to see what it did right in this area, if it was just going to reject and go back up. The nice part is we didn't get that. It went from 386 sellers more to 2,700. We saw this big, huge block, 1,500 sellers come in and just absolutely slap the market. So I got in, luckily, right before that. I saw some imbalances coming in, and it started to get heavy right that candle beforehand, kind of hit up and then just started screaming down. So I got in two contracts at 40.15. And this is the part where I initially had it as a 5 point take profit, and it kind of messed with me a little bit because I saw how much this was, and then this bounced up and rejected quite quickly. And so in my mind, I was like, shit, okay, this to me was just kind of like a little bit of a false breakout. Let me go ahead and at least secure $100, right? Or whatever it was. I think it was like $125 of profit at first. And I could have let it run and could have hit my profit target. No big deal. Would have been a great takeaway. But you know what? Okay. So that was the first time getting in. That was literally just a few minutes after I got home. So then I was like, let's go ahead and find something else. Here's the other part that I really enjoyed. So we had this candle here, another big influx of sellers, roughly 1,300 more. So I hopped in basically right in here. Now there was a battle for sure going on right here, but all I did was a 2 point scalp. So could I have taken more? Absolutely. My stop was somewhere above this candle, just kind of giving myself a little breathing room. But I wanted 2 to 3 points, so I said, you know what? Go ahead. It's only one, and I screwed up. I actually only hit one contract. I wanted to hit two. So I hit one contract. You know what? Cool. Let's go ahead and get it. Take the profit. 2 point scalp. Another $100. So I was up 225 for the day. Sitting kind of cool. Kept on going. I missed a few opportunities that I wanted to take part of, but I really didn't see a lot of heavy imbalance. If you look at this one here, there was imbalance, but she shot up. So there was a lot of sellers, but the price went positive. This is where I kind of want to make sure that you keep an eye on the market, you keep an eye on what's going on to make the right judgment call. Obviously, it went down. This is where I was looking at. Right here was a level. Obviously, we closed, we bounced up, came down, it kind of rejected again, came down again. So now I'm treating that level, that 40.05 level, as my resistance level. So I watched it, wanted to make sure that it was actually true resistance. So it did, it hit, it popped up. These are heavy 1,000 hitter, 700 or 700 hitter as far as the buyers go, and immediately just got slapped off of it. So to me, I felt confident. Came over here, waited. I wanted to get in here, but the price movement was so damn fast from when it hit these imbalances on the seller and just tore down. I mean, really fast. So I got in late. Now, did it hurt me? No, because the movement was still jetting down pretty good. I was able to go in and get a 3 point profit as far as the scalp goes. Obviously, if I wanted here, I could have gotten more, but I got out at 3 points. This is what these blue lines are. So this was my entry, this was my stop loss, and this was my take profit for scalping wise. Now look at the run, right? There's a couple of other opportunities I wanted to get in on, like this one here. I didn't get in on it, and I was just steamed about it. I forget what I was doing, but I got sidetracked, and I knew myself before. If I get in on a trade when I'm distracted, it's not good for me. So I didn't pull the trigger on this one, but if I wanted to, I could have gotten in here at that point. When I was watching it, there was a lot of imbalance here. I mean, just a truckload of players in this one. I would have loved to have gotten in on this area here and taken it down. So clearly, it would have been more than 3 trades as winners today, which would have been nice. So, and then it just kind of kept going on. As you can see, there is some consolidation here, especially with order flow trading. This is the cool part. So we can see, hey, this was gobbled up here. That was absorbed. These trades were absorbed, bounced off. These trades were absorbed, bounced off, so on and so forth. We started to see the absorption levels. And the same thing up top. So we can see that consolidation area. And then lo and behold, here you go. Come on down the pipeline. We see a lot of selling imbalances. A lot, right? So we got a lot of sellers kicking up here. I looked on the main chart. I was like, all right, this is awesome. This is a good setup. And then this big number, 2,500 sellers came in. I wanted to hop on that like hotcakes. I was getting ready for work. I had to be there at a certain time. So I just marked my level of a quote unquote what if, get in. I wanted to see exactly what it was done. And it would have hit my 3-point take profit. So that would have been another great one to have. But I'm just showing examples after basically I was done trading. I kind of just wanted to sit and watch and make, kind of get back in the right frame of mind. But that's just something that you can look at with order flow trading. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great tool to have. I think I shut everything down around like that area. Right after that, I said, hey, I got to go to work. But so far, like I said, today we had a really nice 525 day, 3 trades. We went 3-0, so it was awesome. So far, we are 10 trades and 10 positive trades, winners, and 0 losses on the week so far. So, knock on wood, fingers crossed that everything keeps going well. We will be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some live stuff done. Like I said, my computer kind of bogs down when it goes live. But if you have any questions, throw it in the comment. Please like and subscribe. It really does help out. I appreciate everybody. And I'm also going to throw in Futures Analytica, which is the order flow chart that you're seeing here, if anybody has any questions on it. And then, yeah, so I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Stay patient and make sure that you are trading smart. Have a great night, and I will see you all another day.